What's up, everybody? Coach Wood here. I wanted to take you into a day in my life, upload a little bit of different content today. So for those of you who don't know, about a year ago, I had my quadricep and tendon reattached on my left leg. And it's been a long journey back to normalcy. A lot of times people don't understand that the hows or the whys, especially once you're finishing up physical therapy. So I hope this video kind of maybe gives you some insight on progressing exercises with the goal of being pain-free and then heading more into more performance movement-based goals. Let's start with the warm-up and why. First, we're going to start with some PRI techniques to try to improve our ZOA. This process is slow and from the outside can look a whole lot like nothing. But what you're not seeing is the complex breathing drills associated with these positions. Being able to lateralize in your body is pretty darn important. Hell, another way to think about it is balance is just a measurement of strength on one side versus the other. If you'd like more information on what these techniques are, I invite you to check out the Postural Restoration Institute a bit more, or maybe ask some questions down below. But what you'll notice from all these positions is that there's an emphasis regarding the area between your pelvis and your rib cage. So today, we're starting with a left-sided, left stance hinge. Now, as to why. When I blew my quad out on my left side, everything on my body heavily shifted onto the right side to compensate. It's been slow going for my body to allow myself to shift my weight back onto my left side, especially from a point of strength. This exercise allows for a 50-50 distribution of weight between my legs, so I can work on pulling myself into one left side with the assistance of my right. Now, I know I'm doing a good job when I can feel my left abs, my left adductors, and left hamstring start to really light up. Once I feel those things beginning to do a good job, now we're going to take the training wheels off. We're going to shift into right stance. However, now I'm going to perform the exercise with a completely different focus. Instead of me 50-50 targeting like we did before, now I'm going to slightly shift over on top of my left leg, and I'm going to make my left hip do 100% of the work. So I'm still targeting the previous muscles from the other exercise, but now it doesn't have the help from the right leg. The left leg is doing all of the work on its own. After I get done, I begin to realize that my neck's pretty stiff. So I bust out this move for a second. This is also from Postural Restoration Institute. This position is really useful for people who have a tight subclavius. My focus here is to just drive my arms really far forward. I can feel my lats lengthen. I can feel the front of my ribs come down. I press through my heels. I hold, and then now as I inhale, I want to feel my back and my ribs expand. Bonus points, what I really want to feel, and because I feel that stiffness in my neck, I want to feel if I can, the first rib, if air can travel down and I can feel it traveling down my neck into that first rib. So there you go. After being able to turn my head again, it's time to just see how our results are going so far. I bust out the balance board, and after playing for a few minutes, realize most things, pelvic, hip, quad, feel really good for the day. So I'm going to do some rows. The focus here is to really monopolize on my abilities in this hinge position. I can feel the better abdominal control, the improved path of air. The drive through my feet is far better than when I first came into the gym. So now we're going to use that improved proprioception to breathe deeper into my lats as I perform this row. The only thing I focus on in terms of the row itself is just the elbow traveling forward and backwards. Anyways, that's what today's workout looked like. Every day is honestly different depending on my focus. Tomorrow may be Olympic lifting. I felt a lot of tightness in my TFL. I might consider looking at inhibition, but I hope that you learned something basically while you're hanging out with me. But anyway, friends, I appreciate you hanging out. This is Chris from Tutorial Fitness saying, don't forget to floss. Peace. Oh, I see you want to stick around. Why don't you like and subscribe down below, and then tell me what kind of content you'd like to see. Thanks for hanging around for my first dissection of a workout. I hope you all have a lovely day.